Alright guys, what's up? Yeah, it's started now. You know, the time for people to use performative self-improvement. You know, it's starting to snow. Good. Getting nice and pretty. But what I wanted to do was start this video off a little differently. So in the last video, I kind of talked, I had a shitty semester and this, that, and the other. And that still stands true. So this video is going to be a little bit different, first and foremost. It is going to be like a video of just pretty much a try-on haul. And I have technically a squat PR. I hit a back injury, for those of you guys who don't know, 2-ish years ago, and honestly I didn't even touch legs or like lower back pretty much for almost a whole year, a little bit less than that. I thought that'd be the best for it to recover because it seemed like it was gonna be like a slip disc or something. It was, but it wasn't. It's kind of hard to explain. If I'm being fully honest, I really don't even truly know how it fully works. I'm not sure if I was just covering my mic, but point is, this video is a little different. Squat PR. I PR'd, but like I know I'm way stronger than that, so I was able to do it for reps. I won't ruin that for you guys. And then it's just a YOUNGLA try-on haul from Black Friday. One of the things I am returning, it is the zip up, because when I looked at it in the actual, like the way it wasn't lined up right, and I was like, if I'm gonna pay this much for a zip up, they should send me a good one. YOUNGLA support, normally they're pretty helpful. This time they're like, well, you have two options. You can either keep the item and get like a 30% like store credit essentially for it, or you could just send it back and get a full refund. And I mean, I'll take the refund because I don't want the, chopped thing, but I was hoping they'd be like, oh yeah, we could just send you another one when they come into stock. But there's some sort of 60-day window, this, that, and the other. But anyways, enjoy the video. I won't hold you up much longer. Squad PR and YOUNGLA try-on haul. Ho ho ho, mother. Christmas came out early. Anyways, YOUNGLA, we're unboxing pretty much the stuff I got. I'm not gonna accidentally dox myself by leaking my location like I almost did that last time. We're gonna open her up, and then we're gonna return to standing just to show you all the items. So we got some brand new bags. I understand they're silver. Got the whole Batman trilogy like logo from the Dark Knight. Really sick. Yeah, so we did indeed get an air freshener. Let's go. That's super sweet. Thank you, Young LA, for sending that. The first item we have is this item here. We'll leave that for a second. I'll go over everything in the size. Second item, third item, fourth item, fifth item. Now, I should tell you, there's a sixth item on the way, but it's shipping from a different area. So when I get that, I'll just add it to this, and I'll be in different clothes, but who cares? All right, back to standing now. All right, guys, so we first have, in medium, we have these Batman sweats. I can go over the names of everything if that receipt's there. These ones were my favorite. They're the patch sweats. They're in gray. I liked the patch. Personally, I really don't like joggers that don't have cuffs at the bottom, but I don't have a lot that don't have cuffs. So I figured we can get some without cuffs. We'll figure out a way to make it style and look nice and whatever. We have this nice little patch here. Super sick. It's got the Batman logo. Same thing with that back there. Got a cool little like tag or whatever, whatnot. And then we have the embroidered Young LA. I love embroidery. Embroidery is my favorite. And yeah, so we're gonna take it off. Take off my pants. Show you my real quickly. And then, yeah. Again, these are size medium. I am 5'7". I weigh about 169 pounds right now. And there we go. So they're a little high rise. Look at that. Problem solved. Right? Here's the patch. It comes in the exact same gray. It doesn't come in black. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's the first thing to keep in mind. And yeah, we'll move to the next item. Next item we have comes in large. This one is going to be either a hoodie or a jacket. Gray wash, as always. All right, perfect. We got the armored hoodie. So, size large so I could grow into it and so that it looks good. Here's that gray color. It looks good. It's like a little shirt. I don't even know how you'd explain it. It's almost like carpety material here. Really good. You got that side. What up, Lucas? You want to come open the haul up with me? My Young LA haul? Huh? Yeah, I'm showing the Black Friday stuff. I don't know, bro. That shit, it's been weird. Like, we tried cleaning it today. It didn't even come out.
We don't know what it is. There's 2 giant sticky spots.
Alright, so why'd I get gray wash over black? I thought gray wash looked cooler. The black looked very much like too washed, where it was going to look like a navy blue. And I like the classic, like, Arkham style Batman, right? So like the gray here, and then, you know, more black here. This doesn't look black, but because it is darker, it's kind of automatically, with these light colors, going to look darker, and it's going to give more of that look to it. Again, it's the same kind of color. I personally think this one is a sick one. I like it a lot. Here's that hoodie effect right there. It's a thicker hoodie, something that's honestly pretty nice. Nothing too crazy on the on this here. Like, they didn't do anything crazy like they did for Gold's Gym last time. Missed opportunity, but still really nice. This is the size large. And a nice little cool detail, which I didn't talk about last time, is they have this on the hood. This is like a metal thing. I think they recently did this with one of their last drops, and you can see on the inside it's here. It doesn't look like it's going to scratch. The edges are pretty smooth. But I do think this is a nice little touch to it, just to give it a little bit more personality than the actual Batman branding and all that stuff. Now, this one's going to piss a lot of people off, because this is also size large. And yeah, you heard it right. We got the large Batman compression. You're like, why did you get large? I don't like the way compressions feel typically. I want to size up in them just to get a little bit more breathing room out of them. They're cool. This one I think is personally insane. This here has, I don't really know what that stitching is or whatever, but I think it feels it feels insane. You want to give that a feel? It's actually really nice. So we're gonna reveal the mid-ass physique. So here comes the mid-ass physique reveal. Sealing it perfectly. And we're gonna see. I'll take the tags and all that stuff off. It's not too stretchy. If you have a super villain compression, it's not as stretchy as that, but it's way more stretchy than the superhero compression. Alright, so I like the fit in the armpits. I have a lot of issues with the way that things fit on the armpits. They're too tucked in there. Typically, that's what my biggest issue with the superhero compression is. This one, I mean, you know, I'm a little small for it right now, but even then I still fill it out enough that it doesn't look like complete and utter shit, you know. So there's that. I'm gonna keep it on for the rest of the video just to make the haters even more mad. Alright, the next one, the next piece. This is one that is one of my favorites. Like, I typically hate the way, again, size large, that the lettering is done in these. I was not a big fan of the way the lettering was done in this chaotic, like, whatever. And I think they made it look amazing. So this is the stealth hoodie, I think. Again, size large. Got that YOUNGLA like patch kind of carpety feel in the back. Honestly, way nicer than I thought it would be. Smash or what? I just realized that I left my mic here. So I was saying size large with this, and with everything with the compression is basically like not too tight in the armpit. I like the way it feels, not as tight as the superhero compression. Little bit less stretchy than the supervillain compression. Those ones have differences. Now here is that gray color. I think the gray color personally is really nice. In the pictures, I'm not gonna lie, they made this seem a little bit darker, but I still really this gray. I have a lot of black items, so I typically don't want to get more black items. So yeah, great colorway, nice little embroidery here. I think it's honestly kind of hard to tell, but it looks really nice. It'll be good against that shine. And then I'll show you guys. Here's with the hoodie up, hoodie mellow, right? And then here's that back. Personally, I really love the back. Like, I typically hate the chaotic little whatever, but I think they did it in a way that made it look actually amazing. They blew it out of the park. And this item might piss some more people off, actually. We got one that I've been keeping my eye out for a little bit for a leather jacket that I'm going to be happy about. And I absolutely think this is the right one. First and foremost, we have a loop right off the bat, right? Immediately behind that, we have this cool little Dark Knight, almost like stamped in pressed metal thing. Looks really nice. You have the YOUNGLA here, very small, minimalistic, and embroidered. The biggest part that I love is just embroidery. Embroidery really knocks things out of the park. Now you might be asking, well, what size did you get? Surely you didn't get a large, right? I got a large. Because I knew for two reasons. One, the first reason, oh, look at that inside too. Before we even start with that, look at that inside. Nice, probably better than most people expected. Very subtle. I got a large so I can wear hoodies underneath this, just to make things a little bit less awkward until I grow into it. Because this is going to be big, it's not going to shrink from the washing machine because I'm obviously not putting it in there. But this is that. A little bit boxy right now, as you can see, right? We'll just do a little zip up first to make it super cool and cinematic and whatever. Again, a little bit boxy. Oh, let me just hide that too. I'll get rid of all the tags when I double check and make sure everything's the right size and stuff. Can never be too careful during the holidays, just because accidents happen. And that's what we're left with. Santa Batman. Right? How oversized does it look? Be honest. Super oversized? A little bit oversized?
A little oversized, but a stylish one.
There we go. Alright, so I look kind of squarish, right? But I'm not a full Minecraft character. So that's a good thing. And then just to loosen that and make sure it doesn't happen, you can just zip down. This, super nice to know, embroidered. Completely embroidered. Nice, simple. I feel like Giordani when he's like, you know what I'm talking about? He's like, young LA fan, what's up? Yeah. So rate my impression. And this is the fit. It's chill. And God willing, we get the long sleeve tomorrow. Alright guys, so we get the next package, which is our long sleeve. I'm going to open it up for you guys here. Sorry I don't have my mic. I just didn't want to plug it in. I got some finals and stuff I got to study for. So I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. Let's put that down there. Alright, so this is that long sleeve. This one just kind of itemizes it. Nothing crazy. This is the packaging. Again, it says it's a large. So I'm about 169-ish right now. And this is our long sleeve, like I said. So there's a couple key differences with it. On the back, we have that YOUNGLA branding right there. This is the front. Texturized a little bit. And then it has this really nice kind of fabric. I'll put it on for you guys real quick. And then I'll show you the difference between the short sleeve and the long sleeve. So we have this nice little portion on the forearms slash like just that mid arm, right? Kind of goes over, nice and texturized. It's a little bit slightly long for me and honestly even a little bit large, but I just like the way the compression fits. I like this side detailing, a little bit different. And then obviously we have the chest and shoulders done pretty similar to the other one. So first and foremost, with this short sleeve here, you can see these, there's like almost texturized in the ab lines, this one doesn't have, versus the sides that the short sleeve doesn't have, but the long sleeve does have. Again, in the back, we have this texture here, same thing in the back. Don't feel it here at all, can't even feel it here, to be completely honest with you. And I actually don't know how the back looks, I wasn't looking at it a whole bunch, but you can see that this wraps around your shoulders and then just goes around enough on the back. So this is a pretty good fit for me personally. I also get things a little bit bigger, that way I have room to grow into them, because I don't want to wear something for only like 6 months. It happened with some pants that I really liked. So yeah, this is that. Obviously mid-ass physique for now, no pump, but when I get it pumped, it'll look a little bit better. And also it just fit better in like a year, maybe 2. Again, I'll talk to you guys about this. So it should be non-slip for your pants, but if you want to get really technical, it's technically supposed to go underneath your whatever your leg garments are, right? That way it tucks in. Looks really nice. This is texturized. Not much, but just enough. Make sure that if you have either the short sleeve or the long sleeve, you wash with the same color and do not tumble dry. That will probably this. The rest of the shirt should be fine, realistically, but these two prints that aren't embroidered or like sewn into the details on the fabric, they could get messed up in the dryer, so just don't dry it on hot. Honestly, just hang dry it and you'll be better off. So one more time, here it is. If you know, you know. Let me actually try doing this jacket trick. I promise you, it will work better with like a slightly smaller hoodie. But yeah, this is what we're rocking with. Looks just with baggier stuff, you make yourself look a little bit less boxy with leather jackets. It's really hard to find like a perfectly cut leather jacket tailored for your body style, body type, etc. Just because of height, width, all that stuff. So yeah, this is what I would do. I would wear a little bit smaller of a jacket, but that's it. So I'm definitely not Batman. Stop asking. And that's pretty much like the try on haul. That's the try on video, man. So kisses. And let me give you guys a little rundown of what I got in this order. Armored zip up, leather jacket, stealth hoodie. These are the stealth sweats in gray. And then the compression tee. So again, thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. So I'm just gonna stop blabbing. Go hit your lift. Don't be a today. And if you made it this far in the video, comment. Yeah, you know what? Put your favorite Batman piece from YOUNGLA in here. Yeah, just whatever your favorite Batman piece is, comment it. And then if you did or didn't get a compression, comment that too.